Here we go for the first race of the season. Luke is on pole with his teammate alongside. It's lights out and away we go, and they've raced to turn number 1 for the new season. The Saubers going side by side, but David is right there after a bad start from Luke. Luke goes off the road. Can David go past? Yes, he can. David is up into P2. Birdman leads the field to turn number 3. While Josie in the background looking for a move on Luke. And there's contact and around goes Mudav in the background. Sousa loses a bit of time there. Josie is ahead of Luke, but they're going side by side to turn 6. There's contact. Do they make it through cleanly? Yes, they do. Just through. And Luke, P3 after a horrific start. But now David is going to have a look at Birdman if he can get the chance to. Through turn 9 and 10 for the very first time out of 20 times. On the way down to turn 11. David seems like he has closed the gap. It's easy to do on the first lap through the first sector and the start of the final sector. David P2, Luke P3, Josie P4. And then further back is Sousa and Mudav. Mudav didn't actually lose that much for the long run. So Birdman leads the first lap of the season, following David, Luke, Josie, Sousa and Mudav. So will drivers just take it easy at this stage? There's a yellow flag, and I believe it was the Red Bull of Sousa, and he's lost a lot more time now. So Sousa and Mudav just falling away from this pack. There's an M plate gone, and that must have been David. He keeps he stays ahead of Luke. And Luke will go round the outside at turn 11. That was brave, and it was brilliant for Luke. He gets up into P2, and now his eyes are set on his teammate for P1 here on lap 2. And what happened there? Because David lost an M plate, I saw. So I don't know what's going on there. He might have to do a 2-stop strategy, or he stays out, which he chooses the stay out option. Birdman sets the fastest lap of the race with a 1:20.0. But Luke is closing the gap. It's 1.8 now, 1.9. Sousa is in the pit lane, and he's changing his front wing. And I see an end plate gone on the one that they've just changed. Josie right behind David now, so that end plate gone for David is going to be costing him quite a lot here. Because Josie right behind him, and I would imagine he'll be able to get past through turn 8 on the way down to turn 9. He's got the DRS. Which side does he go on? He's a bit too far back to actually make a move. But David will defend on the inside of turn 9. That was very squirmy. That was very, very squirmy from Josie. But can he make the lunge into turn 11? David having to defend. Josie on the left, turns into the right. Nope, just can't get to the right-hand side of the Racing Bulls driver. We start the eighth lap of the race. Birdman sets another fastest lap of the race, but it's beaten by 0.3 quicker from Luke, who is pushing. He's trying to close the gap to Birdman. The two Sauber teammates, they won't be teammates at all this time, but Josie is side by side with David to turn 3. Here on lap 4, David stays ahead, but the switchback will be made from Josie around the outside at turn 4. They make contact. They're still making contact. Out of turn 4 through turn 5, Josie gets ahead of David at last. But my word, is it very, very squirmy from these four at the front. Josie on the hard tyre gets past David. And I would imagine David will be not regretting his choice at all on the medium tyre. But, oh, they made contact at turn 9, and it was bound to happen at some point where both go off the road. And David gets ahead while trying to overtake. He'll have to give that back, but I don't think he will. So that might be a penalty coming his way for David. I think, no, that'll just be the end plate slowing him up. I would imagine he'll have to give that back, because that will be frowned upon by the stewards. And Luke has actually lost 1.5 seconds to his teammate. So what on earth has happened to Luke? Don't know yet, but let's keep watching the battle, because, oh, he had to look down the inside, Josie. He can't quite get past the Racing Bulls driver. And Josie goes a bit deep into the corner, causing contact. But there's nothing really he can do with a damaged end plate at a high downforce track. But he keeps it on the inside at turn 5. I wouldn't say it would be the brightest move, but, you know, it happened. But now he'll have DRS to turn 9, but he will get past before they do. He'll have the right-hand side to the corner. Nope, he'll have the front. He'll be in front for the corner. Josie is ahead, and this is an outstanding battle for P3, the final podium spot on track. And Josie will have a look around the outside, but it will be the switchback move from Josie all the way down to turn 12, and he goes very, very deep. And the switchback will be made by David. They make a bit of contact once more, and another switchback will be made, but it won't do too much. Josie ahead of David, but now who will have the DRS? Can't quite see. David has the DRS, and he blasts on by Josie, and Josie backs out. There, Luke is... Oh, they make contact there, or was it a slide? I was looking at where Luke was on the board, and he has pit, and now he's battling with the Williams, and the Williams spins round once more. And what on earth happened there? Oh my word, what is going on in Albert Park today? This is absolutely extraordinary. The chaos we are seeing in the early stages of the season is insane. Susar must have pit because he is far behind the Williams driver, while the Williams driver was far behind him before, I think. Not too sure about that one. The highlights reel is probably going to be in the entire race, it seems like. David is going to have to defend from Josie. Josie has the outside line. It will be the switchback once more. But no, what happened to Josie? Josie spins. I would imagine he locked the rear tyres. So this battle will come to rest for a bit now. Josie, 4 seconds back from David. And this will be a prime opportunity to change his front wing. The Williams and the Red Bull drivers just swapping places here. 3-second time penalty for Luke for multiple warnings. Madav is coming into the pit lane. His front wing is quite broken, let's say. Birdman just comes out ahead of David, which is very, very crucial, because Luke has to maneuver his way past these very aggressive two drivers. Luke will have the DRS now. Whether or not if he can make a move into turn 9, he doesn't. I would imagine he'll be able to make a move into turn 11. But no, that was actually a bit wide from Josie, so that's an easy maneuver for Luke. And he's just scrambling around to try and find the best line. And David just about hanging on, but I would imagine he'll be coming in to the pits, and yes, he is. He's going to change his front wing, I would imagine, because that would be slowing him down quite a bit, and that's a lot of graining on his left front tyre. So yeah, David into the pit lane now. No, he doesn't change his front wing. That's interesting. So he doesn't think that it's costing him too much time at all. So he stays out. Meanwhile, Josie, right behind Luke, but he is obviously going to fall away from the Sauber driver. Birdman currently leading the way now. He goes through turn 8 right now here on lap 8. There is a yellow flag, and that's a Red Bull of Suzanne. He spun round at turn 4. Yes, it is turn 4. I wasn't quite sure on it, but yes, it is turn 4. And he carries on, still in 5th place. The Red Bull and the Williams drivers not having a good race at all. They're both pit already in this race. Yeah. Crazy stuff. Oh, there's been a moment. Luke has spun round out of the final corner and is at damage on his front wing. I think I saw a bit of debris on the track. So what on earth has gone on there for Luke? And that is very, very crucial. Both end plates are gone from his car. He cuts the corner. There's nothing else he can really do. He will have to pit again, and that could be race done for Luke. And it seems like he is quite frustrated. He's got David right behind him, so he'll have to be quite cautious. He's letting him pass. He is being cautious. And David goes on through. But that is extremely unfortunate for Luke. He was by far the quickest so far. He was 5 tenths quicker in qualifying. And now he is a lot slower in the race, making mistakes. I promised that there will be mistakes. Well, I didn't promise, but I did say there would be mistakes, and there eventually was mistakes. So yeah, not great. Josie, is he going to come into the pit lane? No. David is 11 seconds behind Josie. So David will be quite far ahead of Josie. So I would imagine I'll be pitting this lap. But that's me. Luke letting by the Red Bull driver, so Luke's just doing his own thing currently for the rest of the race. It's unfortunate to see. He was very, very quick in practice. He was very, very quick in quali. And now it's just one of those races where luck runs out, and I would imagine he's trying to retire himself. And yes, he is out of the Melbourne Grand Prix. Luke out of the final race, out of the first race of the season. Meanwhile, his teammate cruising to the end. And who is talking? I didn't have messages put up for a reason. I just got to go on my Twitch right now to see what is going on. Yeah, Luke. My brake cable unplugged. I wouldn't say that's ideal, Luke. I would not say that's ideal. That is very unlucky. Josie eventually pits. He goes back out on track.
Yeah, I slammed onto the brake.
Yeah. I would imagine that's what unplugged it, right? So, yeah, that's very unfortunate. That's sad to see, unfortunately. But anyways, the race goes on. We still have the rest of the season to get points. There's always more races, and hopefully there's better luck for you next time. But anyways, on lap 11, I did say, Josie, it would be optimal to pit lap 10. And he must have heard me because eventually he did. He is on the medium tyre. And 8.2 seconds behind David. So has this battle come to rest, or will it be up and running once more later in this race? He is gaining on David. Quite quickly as well. He is gaining quite quickly, so we could see the last few laps with these two brawling it out for P2. So let's just keep an eye on that interval between David and Josie, because that will become very, very interesting later in the race. Birdman just cruising away in the lead. 26.7 seconds to second. He is completely in control of this one. We've got 5 cars out there. None of them are lapped yet. 3-second time penalty for David for can't speak anymore, for multiple warnings. I feel like I lost my voice after the battle between David and Josie, because that was awesome to watch. And Madav gets, I think that's his second track limits penalty, so he's got a 6-second penalty now. Yeah, Josie very, very quickly gaining on David. Look at that. He came out of the pits 8.2 seconds behind David. It's now 5.2. In, was that 2 laps? So that is very, very impressive. And we can expect an amazing battle later on in this race. And, oh, he's locked the rears. That will slow down his momentum just a bit there, and it puts him back to the beginning of this lap. So he's lost a lap of gaining there. And I swear he's just cut the corner. He'll get a warning for that, I would imagine. He hasn't got a penalty yet, so David just needs to finish 3 seconds ahead of Josie, which is looking very unlikely right now. I would imagine it would have been good for David to pit to change his front wing, because I would imagine that will be slowing him down quite drastically. And, oh, he's tapped the wall. .1 seconds separates the top 2 drivers. Madav is in the pit lane for, I think, the second time or third time this race. I think it's the second time. And he will be the first car to be a lap down this race. And Sousa has had a moment out of turn 4. So the Williams and the Red Bull drivers not having a great race at all. The right end plate is gone on that Red Bull car. 4 seconds now separates second and third. I think Birdman has had a mistake somewhere, because he's just lost quite a lot. Or no, I think he came into the pits just now. Yeah, he is on the soft tyre. So he'll be going for the fastest lap of the race. I think it's held by Luke. but I don't think it will be anymore. Yeah, so Birdman leading the way very, very comfortably. 3.7 seconds separates second and third.
Commentary Lucas, thumbs up.
Thanks, Paul. Yeah, it's been quite an amazing one. Yeah, this will get very, very interesting for the last few laps of the race. And we're nearing to that stage. The two drivers are very aggressive as represented in the first stint. Let's see if that carries on to the final few laps of the race. Lap 16 out of 20. Birdman leading by 12.4 seconds after a pit stop. And I would imagine he will be going for the fastest lap right now. Let's have a look. Let's spectate his fastest lap attempt. I would imagine it will be his fastest lap attempt. Mudav now has 9 seconds of penalties now for track limits. That is not great. 2.7 seconds now between second and third. And David gets another penalty. That is not good for the Irish driver. Oh, he'll be preying on a Josie downfall right now, wouldn't he, David? To get that second place, he will get a podium no matter what, as long as he just keeps it on track. But my word, David will have to get very, very lucky here to remain second. Anyways, will this be the fastest lap for Birdman? It's currently held by Luke, who has retired from this race. And he crosses the line, and he does get it. And I think that's by a whole second as well. More than a second. With a 118.4, I think that was, if I remember correctly. So yeah, fastest lap held by Birdman. Less than a second now separates second and third. It's a moment we've all been waiting for. This incredible battle is about to resume. Here we go. Josie on the left, David on the right. The Racing Bulls driver having to defend for 4 more laps. Around the outside goes Josie, and he goes off the track and gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. He needs another one to make it equal between these two. David will have to concede a place down the straight because Josie is on his right. Josie backs out. He's waiting for the DRS chance. Will he have a look down the inside? He'll have a look around the outside instead. And David goes wide. And that's invited Josie to sneak on by. And Susar gets his first 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So everyone apart from Birdman has a penalty. But the most is Mudav with 9 seconds. Then it's David with 6 seconds. And then Josie and Susar with 3 seconds. Can Josie pull away from this driver? From the Irish driver? He's got DRS. They're all scrambling to try and find the best place possible on the track. But so far, Josie stays ahead of David. But David has a lot of work to do. And that begins for the last 3 laps of this race as he goes down the inside. But the switchback is made from Josie. He goes round the outside at turn 4. Are either of them going to hang on to it? David stays in front of the Haas driver. But how long will it last? That will be a warning for track limits, I would imagine, for Josie. It's either 1 or 2 more warnings and he gets another penalty, so he's got to be cautious while they battle here. David, will he be defending? No, he won't. He's too far back to make a lunge. Josie, waiting for his time to strike. And it is now to turn 11 on lap 18. David defending. He has a slide out of turn 11. And Josie gets ahead of David. This is absolutely extraordinary. David will now have the DRS to turn 1, but I think he's just a bit too far back. He's not gaining enough as he should be. But no, he's gonna have a look down the inside. He just can't quite get past. Josie stays ahead for now, but he will have the ultimate slipstream, DRS and all that. But he goes down the inside into turn 3. He goes deep. The switchback is made from Josie once more here on lap 19. What a battle this is for P2. But it seems like it's going to go to Josie so far. As long as we get entertainment, that's what matters. David falling away. I think he went very, very wide through turn 6. So that's compromised his exit. But the DRS slipstream and this long back straight will get him half a second closer. He's cut the corner. They'll give him another warning, so he's got to be cautious to not get another one. Well, on to the final lap of this race as Birdman is on the final lap. And how about this battle? But I think it's starting to fall away for David. He's just got to pray on Josie to get another track limits penalty. But yet again, I don't think he'll be able to get past unless he'll get very, very lucky here. He does have the DRS. I think he's a bit too far back to make a lunge into turn 1. But will it be close enough into turn 3? I think he will be a bit too far back for turn 3. Oh, what a battle this is. Absolutely extraordinary. But let's just wait it out for now. As much as I would like to see this unfold right now, we've got to watch the dominant Sauber driver to cross the line first. He's been in control of this one. He had a great launch, which set him for greatness here in Melbourne. Birdman crosses the line to win the season opener here in Melbourne. And the battle between the second and third drivers, so far I think it will go to Josie. As long as he doesn't make a mistake, he's just got to hold it for the last 2 corners on the racetrack. Josie rounds the final corner. Josie picks up P2 while David picks up P3. And later on, we will see a Red Bull and a Williams driver cross the line. No, the Williams driver has finished. He was a lap down. The only car a lap down was Madav. Now, the Red Bull driver of Susar, the slowest driver out there to not get lapped. So we'll just wait for him to cross the line to get P4. But yeah, what a drive. 30.5 seconds for Birdman. Even though he made an extra pit stop, he was absolutely flying today. What a race it was. There was chaos all the way through. And what a day. Susar P4. After a miserable race that saw him make many, many mistakes. But the winner here in Melbourne for the opening race of the season, it's Birdman. He picks up the Melbourne Trophy. He wins here in Albert Park. He's conquered the Albert Park Lake. He's conquered the 14 corners. And what a day. That is definitely one to celebrate. And what a battle between David and Josie. That battle was absolutely on the limit. What a race that was. Driver of the day goes to Josie, and most overtakes goes to Josie. Fastest lap goes to Birdman, and race winner goes to Birdman. But I think driver of the day will go to Birdman, as he was always in control of that one.